bucks on videos, right? High-end edited quality videos. The most gangster videos that get us the most freaking views and likes and shares and comments and engagement are me talking about me and my wife getting in a fight. Or talking about Nick sweating his balls off going up and down the stairs. Is these stupid stairs that he takes me to. Every time I go to San Diego, he's like, let's go to the stairs. And I'm like, I hate the stairs. And we're wearing a vest, right? And afterwards, when he's done, just that real, raw, vulnerable version of Nick that a lot of you guys might not know, but I personally know. It comes out in that video. And there's no lights, there's no good cameras. It's a freaking iPhone, reverse style. And it's just him just letting loose about anything, right? And all of a sudden it goes viral and goes crazy because of that vulnerability. But a lot of us, we don't, that's the reason why like I don't care. And a lot of the reason why a lot of you guys in the room is because I'm relatable, right? I'm a human. We all make mistakes. Like I literally bring my wife up to talk crap about me. Do you guys see that? Like throw under the bus, here. I'm like, dude, I'm all for it, man. It's okay. Like we're human, we all make mistakes. But like just, my presentation later is like own your shit. Just like own it. We don't want to. And that's where you get the disengagement where you're not, it's like, there's nothing worse than somebody, especially no offense to the stereotypical comment I'm gonna make about females and filters. Like I see one lady right here, right now, then I see her on social media and I'm like, not even close to the same person, what just happened? Yes or no? Anybody? Right? Guys, I think we even don't know how to do that, or I just think we don't know how to do it, right? Or we just don't care, anybody? Right? Like I don't think I've ever used a filter for like my face or my like, whether I'm fat or skinny or, zits or whatever, like I just don't care. It's like it is what it is. So people, when they see me in person, versus when they see me on social media, it's like, I'm the same short, fat, white, bald dude. It's totally cool, right? But like but these women on social media, they have all these filters and I see them in person and I'm like, you're a hypocrite. Like you're just, it's a joke. And that's the power of social media if you use it correctly. A lot of it, we just want to post all the wins and all the good stuff instead of like, dude, I'm struggling. Dude, and some people will make fun of you for that. And a lot of people won't do it because they don't get made fun of. Because they don't want to have people talk shit about them. Because people don't want to have hate on them, right? I want everybody to like me. I don't care, right? Awesome. Okay, don't be scared to do this today, okay? Don't be scared to take a video or a picture of a speaker that you liked and post a quote about them, put it on social media, tag us, right? The Skill Mastermind, tag the Skill Mastermind. You can tag the speaker as well too. Don't be scared to put that on social media. We like that. We like sharing the voice with the audience, right? Instead of having 60, 70 people hear it, we'd love to hear thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. So don't be scared to do a picture or a video of somebody that you heard speak that really moved you. Maybe do a selfie with them before or after and post it on social media. That would be my ask for you guys today. That's it. Did anybody pay to be in here today? Okay. So my ask in return, almost like Andy Frisella, his podcast. What's his number one rule? It's like, don't be a hoe, share the show. Yeah, some of you guys know? Where my people? Anybody know? There's 4 of you probably. Belzer, right? Cody. Okay. It says don't be a hoe, share the show. So share what you learned today. Share with somebody else. You might. How many guys, real quick before I bring Nick on? We're good. How many of you guys were asked by somebody other than me or one of the speakers to come today? Somebody else said, hey, come. Raise your hand. Raise your hand high. Okay. So 25% of the room came because one of your friends or somebody you know, family member, whoever, said, hey, come to this event. Do more of that. Bring people with you. Okay? So another good guy that I like to hang out with and talk with and do business with is going to come up. Okay? He's going to blow your brains out for the next 30 minutes. And he has a gift for you guys that nobody has ever been given. Ever, including myself. So he has a gift for you guys, but he also has a message that is very similar to the other ones you guys have heard today. And although I've heard it 1,500 times, I sit down like this on the edge of my seat for the 1,501st time because of what he brings and the value that he brings and the spirit that he brings with himself. Give it up for my man, Nicky T.
Well, hi. That was really kind. You didn't have to clap for little old me. Are you guys cool if I don't stand up here and we just have a real conversation today? Is that cool? Can I not stand over here and talk to you guys down to you? Can I get on your level and chill? Sorry, lighting team. My bad. We're going to move this stuff out of the way. Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Nicholas Trevelyan. Today, we're going to step into a conversation that I've been having really for the past month in my own life. So this won't be me talking to you. This will be me just hanging out with you guys, having a cool conversation. And the conversation started a month ago for me. What is the highest, best version of myself? And what did God create me to be, do, have? What is the level of contribution, impact, love? What is the level of relationships, business, and income that God created me ultimately to become? Anybody follow Ed Milet, heard Ed Milet? Jason and I got a chance to meet him and be backstage with him. And Ed Milet has a saying that I absolutely love and I'll share with you guys that will kind of start today. He says he believes that God created the ultimate version of him. And when he dies and goes to heaven, he is going to get to meet the ultimate version of himself that God created him to become. And his goal and strive in life is for when he gets to heaven to look that person in the face, and they're not strangers, they're identical twins. Let that sink in for a second. I'm going to ask you this question. What did God create you to become? If it's okay with you guys, you've been sitting for like 2.5 hours. Can I have everybody stand up real fast? Let's get some life in. Hey, so this is a Nicky T hangout now. So here's what I need you guys to do. Shake it out a little bit, shake it out a little bit, shake it out a little bit. Everybody take a huge breath in. And then let it out. Here's what I just keep shaking, keep shaking, keep shaking. Put your hands above your head, stretch them out, stretch them out, stretch them out, stretch them out. Take a huge breath in. And out. Now I'm gonna give yourself 5 quick little air push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna go to the gym. All right, a couple of curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, shake it out. Everybody dance in your chairs. All right, now give me a little shimmy, a little shimmy, a little shimmy. Okay, look to your friend and like do like your best little shimmy at them. Okay, now look across the aisle. I want you guys to shimmy first. You're gonna look at these guys and you guys are gonna give them a little shimmy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna shimmy it up. Okay, now you guys gotta out shimmy them. 1, 2, 3, ready to go? All right, cool. Now everybody together. Nice little dance, nice little dance. Okay, cool. What we're doing is we're moving our bodies, guys. Who here got bored as hell? They're just sitting in your chair for a minute. We're gonna get you guys up, get you moving a little bit. Okay, so keep standing on your feet. Here's what I want you to do real fast. In your mind, close your eyes real fast. I want you to think of 3 things you are absolutely grateful for right now. What are 3 things, people, what's going on in your life that you're absolutely pumped about right now? I just want you to think of those 3 things, and I want you out loud right now just to say thank you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. How's that feel? Change your state a little bit? Cool. Here's what we're going to do. Everybody grab your iPhone. Oh yeah, real quick, I should probably warn you. Hey, if you don't want to actually do work in your life, go return your phone calls right now. Like, this is the one permission right now. If you got sales calls, that's cool. If you don't want to work and get like real deep on your life, no offense, go make those calls right now. If you're still in this room, we're going to get work done today. Are you in? Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah. Like, we're going to get deep. Do I have your permission to actually make some change with you guys today? Do I have some permission to like invite you into my life and some stuff that I've been doing in my life over the past month? Yeah. Cool. Let's freaking roll. I want you to pull out your phone right now. I want you to think of one person you love more than anybody on this planet. It could be your spouse, your kid, your aunt, your uncle. And I want you to shoot them a text message right now while we're standing here right now. Don't wait. They could be sitting next to you. And if they're next to you, just whisper in their ear. I want you to send one, I love you, I appreciate you, I'm grateful for you text right now, ready to go. We'll take 20 seconds. Think about that person. Tell your kid you're proud of them. Tell your mom you love her. Tell your wife she's gorgeous. Why don't you send one I love you text to the person that means the most to you right now. Hey, while we're all doing it, Jason literally went into his pocket and dropped like $5,000 on this for everybody to be here. Can we just get an I love you JVP on 3? 1, 2, 3. I love you JVP. Dude, this is from that dude's heart and soul. We chatted. I was on my nighttime walk. We came up with this and we're here now 2 weeks later, which I absolutely love. You got the I love you text? Okay, so what do? We got our body moving, we got gratitude going, we got an I love you text, we're taking care of our relationships. And here's what I want you to do real quick. Just want you to think of what is your dream vision for your life over the next 20 seconds real fast. What are some of the goals you're working on real fast? If you want to jot them down, you got a notepad. What are some goals you're working on right now? What's your dream life? What's your dream income? What are you shooting for? What's your life's vision you're working towards right now? Is there a certain body weight you're trying to get at, a certain level of pounds you're trying to lose? I want you to think of yourself in 6 months right now. What does that business look like? You got a couple more employees? What's the income look like? What's your contribution look like? Maybe you're going on a mission trip. Just for the next 10 seconds, I want you to imagine this future you. Where are you in the next 6 months? What's the future you look like? That's it. So guys, what we just did is what I call the daily disciplines. Every single day, can I get your commitment to start your day with these every single day? And here's what's really, really cool. You guys can grab a seat now. What's really cool is when you start moving your body, motion's gonna create emotion. When you start with gratitude, where focus goes, energy flows. Do you guys feel a little bit different right now? How long did that take us? 4 minutes? Send an I love you text message? What we're doing is building the foundations to go crush our life. And so that's what I believe is building the highest and best version of yourself doesn't happen by accident. You actually have to go build and create the ultimate and highest and best version of ourselves. So here's what I want everybody to do. Jess, can we grab some papers? My friend Jess got us some papers. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start creating the ultimate and highest and best version of yourself. See, I believe this version of you doesn't just happen by accident. And I think most of us just go through life waiting for life to happen to us. Here's the thing I want you guys to understand. The version of you today, what you're wearing there, young man, you created that. You picked that. It's a gorgeous baby blue tie. You handsome cat, man. You picked it. The shoes you're wearing, you picked it. The business you're in, you picked it. Your body, you picked it. Everything about you right now, of who you are sitting in this chair, are just thoughts and decisions you made 90 days ago. How much weight you down? 100 pounds. 100 pounds ago, he was not who he is today. But he built, he created, he shaped, and he molded the ultimate version of himself. This has been obsessing me over the past month. If I could go create that person, build that version in my mind first, in the world, what would my life look like if I'm absolutely in control? What does that person do? How do they show up? How do they walk and how do they talk? So here's what we're gonna do. I want you guys to list out right now. The ultimate version of you, how does she show up to the world? Right now, start listing this out. How does he show up to the world? I want you to start designing this ultimate you. So kind of picture like this big, beautiful version of you. The ultimate version of you that you knew you were created to become. What does that person look like? What are some of their qualities? What do their disciplines look like on a daily basis? What does their schedule look like on a daily basis? What are they doing every single day with their time? First of all, the highest and best version of you is already here because you're sitting here, which is freaking badass. What does that person look like? And I want you to start listing out some of the qualities of this human being. If you don't want to write it down, I'd be thinking of it. Because understand, this person is out there and it's inside of you. There's a lion or a lioness deep down inside of you. What we have to do today is actually unlock that person. We're done going through the motions today. And this is something that I had to have a conversation with myself on a month ago. I looked at my life. I looked at my body. I looked at my bank account. And things were good. Who here just wants good? It's not what I wanted. That's not what God built me for. And it was good. And life was good. And life was cool. And life was fun. Then I started listing out, what's the level of impact I can make? What's the level of contribution I can make? How much tithing could you do to your church? Josh talked about how many hours, 10,000 hours with kids, actively helping teenagers grow. Heidi Sue on stage, how many marriages could they save? What could your business do contribution-wise? What impact could you make? So here's what I just list out, a few qualities. The highest and best version of me does this. The ultimate version of me looks like this. And just start listing this out. And this starts a really long conversation. Because when you start this conversation on a 45-minute hike, listening to some music, guess what you're stuck doing for the next 45 minutes? Holy crap, who do I want to become? Just write this down. Who do I want to become? ... Now I get we're in a setting with strangers next to you. I want you to chew on this over the next couple days, couple weeks, couple months. Who do I want to become? What did God create me to build? What can I create? So I told you guys like this is actually just for you. People thought they were going to come hear me talk today. I have nothing to talk to you about. I just want to talk with you about some really cool stuff that I'm going on in my life. I've been through this exercise umpteen times and doing it in my head. Well, I'm talking to you guys right now. What are you ultimately built to create? How much love can you give? I want you to look at yourself as a spouse. How much more can you give to that relationship? Right now. I know you can do more. I want you to look at your current body, your energy. What were you built for? I know my man Robert down there when he was 100 pounds heavier. I know he wasn't built for that because I'm looking at the man that he was built to become. But I'm also looking at a man that figured out who he was, who has now inspired multiple people. Who here's worked out with Robert in the gym? A bunch of you guys have, man. I've been watching you grind and train with people, man. He's now inspiring the world. Cody realized, you guys heard Cody's story. That wasn't who he was built for. Cody's now sharing his scripture and his prayer, praying over us back there. He's moving people to God, moving people to Christ. That's what he was built for. And I'll tell you what, Cody, you're built for a whole lot more. Because Cody's going to be on stage in front of 10,000 people one day. Just what was I built to become? And guys, I have the honor just of starting this conversation with you, truly. Like, I'm truly honored. And I challenge you tonight. I don't have enough time. They give me 30 minutes to go through this. This would take me 8 hours to work with you guys on. However, in the time that I have, I would just challenge you, my friend, if that's okay tonight, go home and just sit on this. And here's how I do all of my goal setting. This is my favorite thing to do. Get into a peak state. I want you to go on a walk and get outside. Go on a walk and get outside. You gym weight clangers, don't, no. I want you to get on a walk, go on a hike. I just hiked South Mountain last night. It is really 110 degrees. Damn, y'all. It's a hike and it's a sauna, but I'll tell you what, you put in some music, you go on a hike for 30 minutes, asking yourself the question, the minute your very first step takes that trail, what was I built to become? I'll tell you what, your brain has to come up with answers for the next 30 minutes. So I challenge you tonight, tomorrow morning, pop up at sunrise, go on a hike, put in some inspirational music, something that inspires you. Maybe you guys like death metal. I don't care. Some of you guys like worship music. Do your thing and go on this hike and watch what happens to the answers that come back. Cool? Good start? Cool. All right, so we're about to get really, really, really deep with some stuff. You guys down to get really, really deep? If you're in, say, I'm in. That is a verbal permission for me to do something really, really fun here. So here's what I found, guys. A lot of times as we go through this process of becoming the highest and best version of ourselves, there are some things that are holding us back. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Actually, I'm gonna read something real fast. I posted this morning. I wasn't gonna do this. I think it's pretty cool. Forget the cage because we know how to make the key. It's a quote that I absolutely love from a song that I love. I heard that line in a song today. I was hiking this trail last night. And I asked myself this question: what cage have I built for myself in my life, in my business, in my relationships, in my impact? And if I'm being honest with all you guys right now in front of you, I've been thinking about a lot of places I still play small. The areas where I've been holding back, the moments I've let fear or what will they think of me decide my future outcomes. Or have I let my past become a cage that I still live in today? There's somebody in this room right now that is still beating themselves up today for a mistake you made 10 years ago. Jess, can I get fresh pieces of paper for everybody? There's somebody in this room right now that hasn't let go of something that they did wrong 10 years ago. I was interested as Cody was sharing his story. That was a pretty brutal story, calling up his coke dealer and doing some not so good stuff. But understand that your past doesn't define you. I want to share with you guys a story or an analogy that I've really developed lately. Because I'm guilty of this. I'll just be honest with you guys as we're going to go through this. I'm the first one humbly to stand in front of you and tell you, I have made every mistake a 40-year-old man should make. In business, I have lost millions of dollars. Yes, I've earned millions of dollars. I have failed more times than I can count. I have lost everything twice and rebuilt it back. Anybody in that boat, business-wise? Yep, amen. I love you guys and I appreciate you. I've let my body go. I've been addicted to whiskey. I'm Irish. The red beard says that. Yes. I have been blackout, hammered, drunk for years of my life. Missing church, missing scripture. I have blown up relationships because I was an effing moron and had an ego. Who here has an ego? We all do. It sucks. And here's what I found about every mistake that I made in life. I kept bringing them into my day to day. And here's the analogy I want to give you. Let's imagine all of us go on a hike and we all get really, really, really muddy, okay? You get the concept. We get really muddy. We hop into the tub to wash off the mud. So what's going to happen? The mud's going to get in the tub. It's going to get all circly and all muddy and all gross and all, it's gross, right? But we washed off the mud, we hop out of the tub, we dry off. Then we come back tomorrow to take a fresh shower, but we never unplug the drain. Guess what's going to happen? That mud, that ick, that gunk just stays in the tub. And we jump back into that same tub over and over and over again. Let me ask you this real quick. What's something you've been hanging on to you need to let go? Just write it down real fast. Nobody's going to see this. I'm not going to make you volunteer your thing. Write this down real fast. What's a part of your past that you're afraid to let go of? And write it down. What's something you've been beating yourself up for that you did 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 days ago, and you're like, damn it, shoulda made a different turn. Shoulda chose differently. Bad business partner, bad relationship, bad health decision. What was that thing that you did that you will not let yourself down for? And today, we're going to let some of that stuff go because it's actually the thing that's holding you back from going where you want to go. And the thing I want you to understand is you're not your past. See, we carry these things with us, but I want to share something with you guys that means so much to me. Never trust a lion without a scar. What does that mean? A lion without a scar is that pretty one that they show up on TV. He's the one that looks real beautiful with the big lion's mane, but that lion hasn't seen anything. He hasn't been battle tested. He's had an easy, cush life. You know the lion that I want to see? The dude with a scar and a missing eye. You know why? He's been in the battle. He's seen some shit. He He actually survived that. And here's what I want you to do. As you're writing down these things that you're holding on to, I want you to own and embrace those scars. Because those scars are what define you and what make you who you are. Anybody got a scar they're proud of? Here's what I want you guys to understand. You're a fucking lion. Own the scar. It makes you who you are. I have a scar that runs down the entire middle of my back. 7 years ago, I was paralyzed from the waist down at 32 years old in the Chandler ICU. I wasn't supposed to walk ever again. I wear that scar right now with more pride than a man ever should. Why? Because that scar defined me. It put me on my path. What should have killed most or paralyzed most to be in a wheelchair, I am now standing in front of you because of that scar. And I'll tell you what, here's the crazy thing. For 7 years, I was embarrassed of it. I was shy about it. I never told anybody about it. And then I realized, Nick, you got that scar. Own it. And here's what I want you to do. That story, that thing that's holding you back, own it. It is yours. It's the thing that makes you who you are. We bring these past things into us and don't realize that those are the things that make you you. You can turn your mess into your mission at any point in time you choose, and your pain into your purpose. Now, as we're having this conversation of the highest and best version of you, there are things that are coming up in your mind. I'm not worthy. Here's what we're going to do. There's a blank sheet of paper. I have brought these papers, thanks, Jess, for a reason. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to right now list out every limiting belief you have in your life. So here's the idea. Tony Robbins says, you can't go to the flower garden and just hope for no weeds to grow. Guess what happens in gardens? Weeds grow. But this world wants us to be positive thinkers and affirm everything's great. Shit's gonna happen in business. Just gonna happen. Shipment gets delayed, horrible one-star review, employees walk out on you, things happen in life. So you can't go to the flower garden and just chant for no weeds. What we have to do is learn to actually pluck the weeds. And so here's what I believe. Can I use this? Yep. Is there a pen? There is. Man, this is fancy pantsy. Okay, cool. So here's you right now. Here's the ultimate, highest and best version of you that you were built to be. Hands up in the air. Here's what I know for a fact. You know who this person is because it's inside of you right now. You already know who this human is. The goals, the dreams, everything that you have in your head and in your heart was not put there by accident. That's what I want you to understand. The goal that you have, the dream to help kids, the dream to serve teenagers, the dream to save marriages, the dream to inspire fitness, that was put there for a reason. Because that's the highest and best version of you screaming to you, brother, this is who I am, unlock me, unleash me. But here's what tends to happen. We live in this sad little small world of, but my business only made $3,000 last month. My employee walked out on me. And we're owning this tiny ass little small version of ourselves and we're shrinking from the world. Does that make sense? So what happens? We live in this flower garden of weeds. Oh, it's too hot in Phoenix. Economy's bad. Things people ain't buying right now. Oh, I could never get fit. I'm just big boned. Brother, you had a dozen donuts last night. I got one reason why you ain't losing weight. My relationship sucks. Quick question, when's the last time you had a date night? What the hell's that? I don't know. When's the last time you bought her flowers? I don't know. Here's the idea. All these limiting beliefs are the things that hold us back to ultimately catapulting to the highest and best version of you with your arms up, outstretched. Here's what I want you to do. This is your piece of paper. Don't look at your friend's stuff. Keep it private. I want you to right now write down, what is everything that's holding you back in life? Just write it down. Just get it out. Just purge this shit right now. It's a nice little safe session with Nicky T. Just get it out. What is holding me back from becoming my highest and best self? Just let it go. Just let it out right now. I promise you. It's just going to feel really, really good. Just let it out. It's just a purging session. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. I'm too young. I'm too old. I got a late start. I'm not good enough. What are all the things? I'm not talented enough. I'm not good on camera. Everything that you say is a limiting belief that you are owning to stay in the muddy water. Instead of stepping into the highest and best version of yourself, just let it go. Just keep writing. What is holding me back from the ultimate version of myself? I don't get up on time. That's fine. I don't eat healthy enough. That's fine. You have to understand the thing that makes you tick and the thing that's holding you back. What is holding you back from becoming the highest and best version of yourself? And just keep on listing this stuff out. Now the cool thing is this is going to be your piece of paper. This is going to be your piece of paper to have, to hold, to own, and to use moving forward. Anybody feel good to kind of just get some of this stuff out? See, I find we tend to hide from these limiting beliefs and we act like they're just skeletons in the closet. You know they're in the closet. You know you're holding on to that past story. You're holding on to the fact that you were insecure, imposter syndrome, not good enough, not wealthy enough. Who here? We don't come from money. Anybody from a single wide trailer like me? Single wide, baby. Our dad bought that for $3,200. You know what I'm saying? Proud, baby. Our crew that's lost everything. Anybody been fat as hell? Yeah, it's the worst feeling on the planet. I wish somebody grabbed me and shook me and said, hey, dumbass, when's the last time you went to the gym? I don't know. Yeah, you enjoyed those 12 Guinnesses last night, didn't you? Wake up with a hangover. Now I know why you don't feel good. I want you to list out all these things that you're holding on to that are holding you back. And the day you understand this concept is the day your life will just release and you'll break every chain you've ever had in your entire life. It is the most freeing feeling on planet Earth. Because here's the thing. You're your own unique you. And that's what's cool. And all of those things that have held you back actually define you for the purpose moving forward. I'll share with you a quick story. When I was 20 years old, I got into real estate. And I was a kid. And I wore these big baggy suits. I grew a goatee because I was a kid. But I was selling a lot of homes. And the whole perception that I had was, I'm too young. Nobody will listen to me. Nobody will ever pay attention to me. Who am I? We don't come from money. I'm not a big business person. And those were things that were defining me and shaping me. And what I had to do was actually revisit that and define that, wait, the fact that I am young, the fact that I have energy, the fact that I can outwork the competition, this is making me who I am. Anybody lost everything in life, had to start over? Good, guess what? You learn what not to do and now you have a fresh start moving forward and not fuck it up again. This is awesome, yay for me. So here's what I want you guys to do. You got this thing that's holding you back. Tonight, I'm not gonna do this with you guys right now. I wanna make a very, very spiritual moment for yourself. For those that are serious about this, you could just take that, throw it in your car, never think about it again. Who here's up for like a really, really heartfelt challenge that'll change their life? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take that piece of paper, go home, put in some music, and really when you're alone, I get it, it's weird. You're like, dude, I don't want people to see me here. I totally appreciate that. Go home and list out everything that's really holding you back privately, put in some music, and then here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your barbecue at home. Maybe you have a home fire pit. I want you to burn that piece of paper. I'm not kidding you, I want you to burn that piece of paper. If you don't have a fire at home, there you go. Put it in a paper shredder, put it in a trash can, and what I want you to do is go through this ceremony of getting rid of that person. Because here's the thing, I know for a fact that person is holding you back. And you're bringing that person into business meetings, you're bringing that person into everything that you're doing. And the minute you can burn that person ceremonially and get rid of it, that person's gone forever. Who here wants to do that tonight? Just get rid of that person. I don't need to be there for you. My goal here and my job here is to give you guys some tools. I just went through this exercise myself, and man, you'll cry your freaking out. I don't want you to do it here. That's kind of awkward, start crying around some people. But man, I was blubbering like a little baby, my friends. And I'm, business partner robbed us. I burn it. You know what's interesting? The minute I burn it, it was gone. It didn't live in here anymore. I was free. I was free of the chains. Who wants to be free of the chains? Freaking A, man. All right, cool. I want to do something with you guys that I've never done. You guys ready to get like real deep, real vulnerable with me? This is going to be real deep, okay? I want everybody to stand up. Never done this ever. We're going to try this. We're going to try something real quick. Everybody close your eyes. Just take a big, deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Another big, deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Just turn that up a little bit. Here's what I want you to do. I want you in your mind to picture a big, 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 beautiful white staircase. Big, gorgeous staircase in front of you. And you're standing at the bottom of this staircase. And I want you to look at the very top of that staircase. You see a big, bright, white light. And in that white light is a silhouette of a person. And that person looks really familiar to you. And I want you to stare at that bright light and the staircase headed up. And I want you to take the first step up that staircase. And don't step too far, you're just gonna take one step at a time. I want you to take one step up that staircase. And I want you to take one more step. And one more step on the third step. I want you to look up at that bright white light and that silhouette. That silhouette's starting to come clear because that's the ultimate version of yourself, the person that God created you to become. I want you to see how proud is that person standing there. I want you to take one more step up to the fourth step. You're getting close to this person. Fifth step, sixth step. Take two more steps up to the ninth step, one more to the 10th step. You see this big white, bright light, and it actually comes into focus. And you see this person. That's the ultimate version of yourself. How tall do they stand? How proud do they look? Look at the level of impact this person is giving to the world, the contribution. Look at the level of love they give to their family. Look at that mother, look at that father at the top of this staircase, standing proud, standing tall, standing strong. I want you to take 2 more steps, get closer to that person. I want you to see the level of love and energy just radiating off of this person. You feel drawn to them, you take 2 more steps. I want you to see the level of success that this person has, level of impact this person has, level of discipline, level of accountability. I want you to look at the person, the mother, the father. How are they leading? I want you to take 2 more steps. You're getting closer to this person. You're getting drawn to them because you can feel them. And I want you to look backwards, all the way down that staircase, all the way down to the bottom. And all the way down at the bottom is all the mud and all the muck and all the mess and all of your limiting beliefs that you have held on to this whole time. All the fear, all the pain, all the setbacks, everything that you let hold you back from the ultimate and highest and best version of yourself. I want you to look in that pit of darkness, the place you never want to be again. And I want you to take 2 more steps closer to the highest and best version of yourself. And I want you to look back on the pit. You can't see it anymore. It's gone. See, what we did was we took too many steps closer to the highest and best version of yourself, and now you're drawn to this person. You can't even see the past anymore because you do not believe in that person anymore. You are gone. It is gone forever. Take 2 more steps, guys. 2 more steps up the staircase, getting closer to the highest and best version of yourself. You see the white light, you see the person, and I want you to step, the last step, right into that person, right into that light. And I want you stepping up the staircase and the highest and best version of yourself to become one. I want you to feel the level of impact that this person has in the world. I want you to feel them. How is their body? How is their mind? How strong are they? How tall are they? How do they show up to the world? I want you to look at the perfect day. How does the highest and best version of you show up to the world every single day? What does their morning routine look like? Are they doing pancake breakfast with the kids every single morning? Are they taking the kids to school? Are they doing their morning scriptures? Are they off to the gym? I want you to feel their day. What does their dream business look like? What does their dream level of success look like? Ask them, what's your bank account look like? How does that feel to see the highest and best version of yourself? I want you to just own this for a second. This person sharing their voice, sharing their story, helping their community, helping their church, leading their family. And you and this highest and best version of you are one. And I want you just for 30 seconds just to sit there in that big white light, and I want you to own the fact that this is you. And I want you to just enjoy for 1 second, standing tall with your back stood straight, being this person. Just standing in this white light, and let this wave of white light come over you. This beam of light in the highest and best version of yourself, just standing there, feeling it. Who you were built to become. Just soak that in for a second. How good does that feel to be standing there with the highest and best version of yourself? And my friends, I want you to give that highest and best version of yourself one big, huge squeeze. Give them a hug and say thank you. Thank you. I want you to whisper in their ear and say, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll see you soon. And I want you to turn around and start walking back down those white steps. And as you walk down, the mess that was there at the bottom before is gone. You can't see it. It's absolutely gone. There's no more limiting beliefs. There's no more past. There's no more fear. There's no more things holding you back. And I want you to just slowly walk down. Don't trip down the rest of the steps. You got about 10 more to go. Walk down the last steps, 9, 8, 7, 6. You got 5 more steps to go. And right when you hit the bottom of the steps, I want you to look back up at the top of that entire staircase. Back at that silhouette of you. That person standing tall, standing strong, standing proud. And I want you to wave to them because you're going to see them real soon. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes, just take a big sigh, a big breath, and come back to today. So my friends, that is the highest and best version of yourself. Who here felt that person? Who here could see that person? Here's what I know for a fact, my friends. That person is inside of you. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you can have it in your heart, you can live it in your life. Grab a seat. So this opens up the question of how then do I become the highest and best version of myself? I brought you guys something, and we're going to finish on a couple things here. So that feel good? Who here got some tears going? Guys, own those emotions, because here's what I want you to understand. Emotions are energy. Love is energy. That person is in you. And whenever you doubt, I want you to do this. Everybody do this real fast. Just hold your heart. I just know that mom's in you. That father's in you. That mother's in you. That husband's in you. That leader's in you. It's in all of us. And what's so beautiful and so cool, I'm inviting you guys. I've done this exercise every single day for the past 5 weeks. I did it this morning. I was out by a pool with the sun and that beam of light, and I just felt drawn. I've never once done this exercise ever. It was something God was calling me to do. And so I brought you guys something. I had a moment in my life 2 weeks ago. I was at church, and anybody like a Christian, but kind of like a surface level Christian, where like you take your Bible and like you walk in and like, cool, we sing the songs, our God is an awesome God, do your thing. And can I go 3 more minutes? Is it okay? We had a guest pastor in, and anybody have a guest pastor that you just don't like? Like, I love our home pastor. He's my guy. Used to play for the San Diego Chargers. He's dope. Pastor Miles. He's my guy. Guest pastor, who's this fool? Get out of my house, right? Anyway, the guy shows up, and I'm not vibing it. Come to find out, a lot of people weren't vibing this guy. And my ego wants to grab my keys and get up and go, but it was communion day at church. Anybody love communion day at church? It's like my favorite time when I get to break bread, and And so I stay around for that. And he goes through this story of committing to Christ and experiencing miracles in life the minute he gave himself to Christ. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's really cool, man. That's fine. Good for you. And I'm going to grab my keys and go. Out of nowhere, he invites people that, we're kind of living as a Christian, but not all in. He's like, listen, if you're called, why don't you come down to the front of the stage and let me pray over you real fast? Anybody have a big ego and just doesn't listen? Yeah, so me, fucking mule. Nope, not going. Out of nowhere, I felt a hand on the back of my neck, and that hand pulled my big ass to the front of the stage. I wear black on black, Johnny Cash style. I collapsed to my knees at the front of the stage. There's about 100 people, and I absolutely lost it. I just started crying uncontrollably, and I didn't know why. And I couldn't control myself. There was just tears flooding out, and flooding out, and flooding out, and flooding out, to the point where there's people around me noticing like something's going on with this man. And I'm praying, God, I surrender. What do you want me to do? What is this highest and best version of myself? We've done some really cool stuff in life. What are you calling us to do? And I'm praying, and I'm asking, and I'm asking. And out of nowhere, a man's hand comes on my back. It's one of the prayer warriors. This dude had a hand about my size. It felt like it was the biggest hand on the planet. And he holds my back like that, and he held me, if it's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And